Hello and welcome to one of my videos. This is BeastDude's Gaming Corner. Now I've got this new game that I got recently, a couple weeks ago. I found this looking for dice for my new board game, which is just over there, and I'll be doing a video on that after this one. And looking up dice, I found this one, which is like a proper full-on heavy metal 12-sided die. So we'll get to that. You probably can't see much details of it. It's called Cthulhu Dice Metal version. And this is pretty much the full packaging, apart from the outer packaging, which I had already taken and put somewhere. Can't remember where. But it does come with this bag, so I put the instructions in the bag, but I didn't put the metal die in the bag, because in the bag has these glass beads. Now, I think the colour of the glass beads is random. I've only seen green and red. These are like dark blood red. I don't know if you can see that. It's been a while since I made one of these videos, especially using these goggles. So I've forgotten the angles. I hope everything is coming out fine. Not too low, not too high, stuff like that. So in this package, you get instructions, beads, and the dice, and that's it. That's the entire game. That's all that comes with it. There are 18 of these, and you distribute them. Let's go through the instructions. I've actually forgotten how to play. I only read through it a couple times. So it's essentially me teaching myself, reminding myself how to play, as well as a review almost of the game. So, where is the start? Oh, here we go, never mind. Right, Cthulhu Dice Metal. Now, it's originally called Cthulhu Dice. You have the exact same setup with the exact same type of beads, but you have a smaller, like, standard size, I think it's a smaller standard size die, made out of plastic or whatever material. It'd be cheaper, obviously, because it's not full metal, but if you're going to get the game, you might as well go big. And, be careful when you're rolling this thing, it could do some damage on your wooden tables and stuff. So, right, let's see. The servants of Cthulhu are trying to drive each other mad. The last sane Cthulhuist wins, unless Cthulhu drives you all mad. This set contains one metal 12-sided die, 18 glass stones to represent sanity, a Ziploc bag, and these rules. 2 or more can play, or however many you can distribute 18 of these beads in. Now, straight off the bat, if you buy more of these beads, I reckon you can get way more players in and drag out the game a little bit more. It is a game of pure chance, essentially, not so much skill, because you are just rolling a die. And, yeah, not much skill to go. So let's go. Right, each player takes 3 sanity tokens. 1, 2, 3. Any extra tokens are set aside and not used. So say we're doing 3 players. So we have 3 over there, 3 here, and 3 here. Excuse me. Let's see. Any extra tokens are set aside and not used. Not used. Blah, 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 blah. The owner of the game decides who's the first caster. So that would be me in this case, but that's a rule I think we can bend, take it in turns with a token of something, like you go first, and then you go first, blah blah blah. In a series of games, the winner of the last game goes first. Okay, yeah, so you can play by that rule as well. The caster picks up a victim and tries to curse him by rolling the die. The result take place immediately. Now, excuse the unprofessionalism of this. I'm flustering myself for some reason. Alright. These are the results. The yellow sign, which is this one. Now, on the die, it is this one there. Your target, whoever you are rolling against, loses 1 sanity to Cthulhu. Push 1 token to the middle of the table. Now, it forgets to mention, so you have your 3 players, or however many players. So you've got your players here, but in the center is essentially Cthulhu. So you have your sanity, and if you lose one, it goes into the middle, and that's Cthulhu taking your sanity. The die, as it were. So, say for example, this one rolls, and you choose someone, I think. So I choose this person, and I roll against that person, and if I roll the yellow sign, then this person loses. Yay. Alright. The tentacle. Now, where is the tentacle? There it is. The tentacle. Caster takes 1 sanity from the victim, whether the caster or the victim rolls the tentacle. If the caster is mad when he attacks, he does not get to keep the stolen sanity, it goes to Cthulhu. Gets a little tricky here, gets a little tricky with the caster-victim rolls. We'll get back to that. So with a tentacle, I roll. So right here is the caster. Roll, get the tentacle, and take 1 from the victim. So that the victim has 1 less, but the caster has 1 more, which is good for the caster. I should really have my water. I say that all the time. The Elder Sign. Where is the Elder Sign? On the die. Here it is. Elder Sign. You gain 1 sanity from Cthulhu. If there are no sanity tokens in the middle of the table, you get nothing. So discard again. Favour in the right, you roll that, you get the Elder Sign, and if there's something in here, you take 1, and that's if there's nothing there, you can't do anything. Cthulhu, which is on here. It's here. There you go. There's Cthulhu. Everyone around the table loses 1 sanity. So you roll it, get Cthulhu, and then like everyone's like you get. So everyone then loses 1 to Cthulhu. And the eye, let's reset the board, as it were. The eye, where's the eye? Here we go, the eye. Don't know if you can see that, the eye. You can choose any of the results above. So you roll the eye, and then you can choose to do any one of those. So that's kind of cool. Then the victim gets to respond. So, it's not just a case of bullying, as it were. It's like, I choose you to be the victim, and then it's next person go. No, it's caster, who first rolls a die, and then after their turn, the victim then gets to respond. Now this is especially helpful for if you roll the tentacle. Right, let's see. Then the victim gets to respond. He rolls a die, or she, with the caster as their target. Again, the results take place immediately. A roll followed by the victim's response is 1 complete turn. Then the player to the caster's left takes their turn. You may not pass, you must roll. You have to roll. So, it's a case of this person rolls, this person's their victim, they do whatever, and then the victim responds by rolling and then doing whatever. And all of these things happen exactly the same, apart from the tentacle. The tentacle is the only different one. So the tentacle, it says the caster takes 1 sanity from the victim, whether the caster is or the victim rolls the tentacle. So, if this is the caster and that is the victim, and they roll the tentacle, they take away that, and this is the victim, and they roll the tentacle, this was the original caster, they still lose 1 to this person. So the tentacle being a victim of the tentacle is bad, very bad news for the victim. Now Cthulhu, it says here at the bottom, very big words. Cthulhu is in the middle of the table. Okay, so maybe we should put that first. I don't know. I can't say that. Or something. I don't know. Anytime a player loses sanity to Cthulhu, it goes into the middle of the table, like so. A player who rolls the Elder Sign gets 1 sanity back from Cthulhu, like so. Right, we've flipped this over. Madness! Madness. Once you lose all your sanity, you've gone mad. Officially mad. This guy is mad. On your turn, you can still attack, but no one can attack you. if you steal sanity while you're mad, you don't get to keep it, it goes to Cthulhu. If you lose sanity again after you go mad, you have nothing to lose, so nothing happens. The only way you can become sane again is to roll the Elder Sign and get sanity back from Cthulhu. Here's what that all means. This guy is absolutely bonkers. Now, they can roll the die, they can do whatever, they can steal, they can call victim, yada yada. But any time they steal from another player, it doesn't go to them, it goes to Cthulhu. And the only time they can get sanity back to stop being mad is if they roll, what is it? Yeah, it's the Elder Sign, and you get one back from Cthulhu, and then that's it. And obviously, if someone tries to steal any sanity from Bonkers over here, they can't because they haven't got anything, so nothing actually happens. So that's madness. The winning. You win if you are the only one with any sanity left at the end of a turn. If everyone is mad at the end of the turn, the game is over and Cthulhu wins. Now how that works. Right, so you play the game, blah blah blah, slowly everyone goes mental. Because it's just the bad luck of the roll of the die. And then eventually, eventually everyone's lost their sanity apart from one person. That person wins. Done. Now, say everyone's on like 1 left, and they roll the Cthulhu. Where is it? There it is. They roll Cthulhu. Now Cthulhu takes 1 sanity from everyone. So Cthulhu has nicked everyone's sanity. Everyone is insane. Cthulhu wins, everyone loses. Game over. Oh shit. There we go. Rival cults, a variant rules for 2 players. So I would say, well, it depends how many beads you have. So we got 18 here, 3 each. So you can have 3. You have 6. Why did I not think 6? I'm stupid right now. So base game you can play up to 2 to 6 players. But I say if you buy more beads, or if you have multiple versions of the games, you can mix up the beads, combine them all up together, use 1 die still. You could probably use 2 dice, and get away with it, maybe. Right, rival cults. If you have only 2 players, each of you can play 2 or even 3 cultists. Players should still take alternate turns. The winner is the player with the last cultist still sane, so there will be times when the best strategy will be to attack your own side. So the way how that works is how I had it before, actually. So there's 2 players. Now, instead of each one of these representing 1 player, each one of these represents 1 cultist, and that's 1 player, and this is 1 player. So you're commanding like a group instead of just yourself. Which is interesting, nice way of doing that. And that's it. That's all the rules and all that. The rest of it is just stuff saying game designed by Steve Jackson, illustrated by Alex Fernandez. I can't say shit. Fernandez. I probably said it right first time. My God, I can't speak. And yada yada yada, all the other stuff. Go check out their stuff at cthulhudice.sjgames.com, and an advert for zombie dice at the bottom. So that is Cthulhu Dice metal version. The standard version is exactly the same, you just don't get a cool metal die. There are 3 versions of the metal die. I do intend to collect all 3. They are a little pricey, but you know, it's really worth it and it's pretty cool. And the standard one, I think it's the same amount of beads, I'm not sure it should be, will come with everything else exactly the same, only with a normal plastic, but still cool looking Cthulhu based die. That is Cthulhu Dice metal version.